Mayday, mayday. This is a travel alert. Listen, British Airways, Canadian Airways, which is Air Canada, Air France, and KLM have all canceled or suspended flights just in the last 24 hours to go to none other than Qatar and regions that are in the Middle East.
Yeah, guys, look, this is big. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is something that is changing rapidly. This is something that you really got to pay attention to. Flights is being canceled. Like, it don't matter if you are traveling from the States, but once you arrive in these areas, they are canceling these flights. This is something that you got to listen to.
Yes, because so many of you who watch this channel journey with us. Now, we've been outside of North America for 6 years now with our children, having children abroad, all the things, growing our businesses, fantastic things. But here's the thing. A lot of expats come to this channel because they want to fly out of America. But in order to fly out of America into the continent of Africa or into Asia, a lot of the times you are flying through none other than Qatar Airlines or a Doha in Qatar or in Dubai. Or maybe you're flying through Paris, which is going through some weird things with the Russians right now. There is too much going on. Flights are increasing incrementally by the day. Tickets that used to cost $400 have now doubled and tripled to $800 and above. If you are planning to travel through the Middle East or to get to Madagascar or Kenya, guess what? Your flight may have been canceled. Already, Kenyan Airlines has actually canceled flights due to the American winter storms, but this is due to unpredictable security. So the question really is, does the UK, France, and Canada know something is about to go down in the Middle Eastern region or West Asia that the rest of the world doesn't know about? Because again, President Donald Trump and his huge military fleet. I mean, we saw how big that ship was. If y'all didn't see that ship that is right near Iran right now, it's enormous. It could be that by tomorrow, we are all hearing about how President Donald Trump and the Americans have decided to airstrike Iran.
Yeah, so many thoughts when you I'm trying to gather my thoughts right now about what is happening, but let me pinpoint this. I don't know if you guys heard about France taking a Russian oil tanker
That was heading towards the Middle East.
Yeah, that was heading, they wanted to sell some oil to the Middle East and stuff, Russia, right? So it's like, usually we hear this from America, but other countries are starting to do this. And it's like, the bigger picture is travel. So this is why we're talking about travel. France, the Middle East, these are very important destinations where people internationally travel to get to their destination.
Critical hubs.
Like really, this is really like something that you gotta start to pay attention to. Like what? France? They just took a Russian oil tanker? This is something different. So, with that being said, buy gold. I'll say that.
Definitely buy gold. And you know what else you should do? You should go to www.journeywithusmove-to-africa.com/services, because inside of the Mature Adult Intensive, we actually cover various flight routes, because you're going to have to be creative. We tell our clients all the time. We've had about 16 clients go through these cohorts now since we started them, and nearly every one except one has been completely sold out. We're at 50% capacity right now. But part of what we go over is the infrastructure and curriculum that we provide. During week 3, we cover flight routes, how you can sustainably travel outside of the United States, even in geopolitical chaos. Because remember, journey with us here on this channel, we were the people, just if you didn't know, We were the people that were the only ones in the airport in the middle of a pandemic with
Yeah,
our children
that's true. Yeah.
flying.
Or,
When everybody else said, it's impossible to fly and not take a test. It was possible. We did it and we would do it again 10 times over. And so if you are that type of person that feels like if there's a will, there's a way, but you know you lack the strategy, you're too exhausted, you're tired, you're scrambling on your phone and you're like, how do I figure all of this out? Trying to figure out eSIM cards, healthcare, digital nomad insurance, residencies. Did I put my power of attorney in place? Am I keeping my house or am I selling it? If you want to work out all of those legalities and infrastructure, logistical issues with a team by your side, go to www.journeywithusmovetoafrica.com/services or click the link below. Now,
I would say this, not even a team, a community, because the mature adult intensive, it becomes a community, it becomes family. Like that's the most important thing that we are starting to realize. Like the people that is connected, they might be in North Carolina, they might be in Texas, they might be in Brazil,
Belize,
they might be
Mexico.
in Mexico. You get what I'm saying?
They might be in South Korea.
Yeah, like really, it's a community that is going to help everybody learn how to take everyone's experience and apply it to their travels. So
Yeah.
this is bigger than what we are saying right now. So make sure you check that link in the description, because like every time we go through this, it's like, man, this is
Very
something
impactful.
it's way bigger.
Global.
It's way bigger, yeah.
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling to be of service and to be servant leaders in that way. And again, I want you to be careful. I want you to start considering other flight routes. Maybe you're going to have to divert to a Jamaica that could take you directly to the continent of Africa. Maybe you need to divert to a South Korea and just go out the west side of America, because the Middle East in times of war is going to be inaccessible, but it's one of those critical hubs in the world. The Middle East has always been a critical hub in the world, like all the way back in ancient civilizations. And so it just is what it is. But when you have wars and rumors of wars, when you have chaos ensuing, there's still a way. There's still solutions, but it may take more strategy. It's definitely going to take more creativity. And as the days go by, literally flight tickets will increase. And so you may be one of those people that used to think, well, I'm going to travel nonstop. Those days, my friends, are over, quite frankly. Most of the people that end up traveling nonstop actually end up going back to America for good, because traveling nonstop is not sustainable. Instead, you need to look at where the long-term residencies are. What places are favorable to Americans, because you don't want to end up somewhere like an Angola or a Burundi or a Gabon, and then they decide, hey, we don't like Americans anymore. You got to get out within 30 days, and then we're going to bribe you at the border. You don't want to run into these hazardous, horrid, foolish situations, because there is preparation that you can do beforehand to ensure that your journey runs smoothly, like downloading a VPN, like Hotspot Shield or Nord, understanding when the best times to book flight tickets are, booking your tickets in advance, assessing different geographies around the world to understand maybe you don't want to fly from Ohio to Miami through Paris, because Paris and Russia are going to be having some interesting relations quite soon. You definitely won't be able to fly through Qatar because they've canceled Airways to Qatar. Even British Airways have done that. And so you would obviously have to think, okay, I guess I'll have to fly out of Jamaica, or maybe I'll go around towards Asia and fly out of California to go to Thailand or the Philippines. Maybe they could give me a direct flight that I need. You're going to have some more strategy during the flight chaos of 2026.
Yeah, bottom line, we are understanding this is war. This is war.
It's
like
war.
this is a perfect example.
This is war.
Like Qatar, British Airways are saying no, let's cancel these
Air
flights.
France, KLM in the United States, and Canadian Airways as well.
Think about it. Just really just stop
For security reasons.
And think about it. Do they know something that we do not know? Things are about to really pop off. You really got to pay attention. You really got to be safe because things are heating up. Missiles are flying in the skies. So is that something that's going to be happening pretty soon that they're not telling us? Like, really?
Yeah, it could be
This
in the
is
next
serious.
12
Yeah.
hours.
Like, really? Like,
It could be happening right now. We don't even know
yeah,
yet,
that
y'all.
just popped in my head. Like, what? Hold on. Qatar and British and France?
All
and
flights cancel. Every single one.
What is going on?
All of them going through the Middle East. So, as if the winter storm happening in America wasn't enough, as if America taking a Russian oil tanker wasn't enough, now France has a Russian oil tanker because they are not allowed to sell their own oil to other nations because they are on colonist sanctions, okay? So that is illegal. And France is like, you want to sell your own stuff and have your own business? That's what you want to do? When we're still a country? You're not going to do that. So family, that's it for this video. We will see you in the next one. Shalom, shalom. Stay safe. Subscribe. Check out the links in the description. And hopefully in the next video, there won't be airstrikes in the air.
Shalom, family.